Hi Cancer, this is your full moon reading for April 2020. We're in the middle of this coronavirus situation. The readings I've been doing today have been fairly general. There's been quite, blanket energy over most of them, but for you guys, it's come through really loud and clear, specifically, your Cancerian energy coming through. And aside from whatever might be happening in the larger world, there's a really personal message here for you guys in relation to some disappointment that you're feeling about not seeing your efforts come to fruition. I feel that you've been putting yourself out there for a long time, really giving, building. There's so many pentacles here. This is all about the money and the stability and a sense of nurturing life, providing, and you might be in a situation where you're about to give up, really. I think you've been waiting on the rewards of your effort for some time, and are in a situation where you might be just ready to throw in the towel. But the indication here is that it's time for you to take stock of where you're at. That was a word that came through clearly, is taking stock of what you have built for yourself, of what might be in the way or too much or excessive. Time to perhaps clear out some excess. I think a sense of decluttering. I feel like you might have built up a little bit too much for yourself, focused on your money, on working hard, on gathering and establishing yourself, and maybe you're holding a little too tightly onto that, and it has built a wall around you in a sense, which is blocking you off from what it is you really want in life. I feel like maybe a relationship or recognition, for what you've given and what you've put out there. But there is a message here to let go and declutter, take stock of what's not serving you, what's needed in your life. Let go of that, so that you are free to, open yourself to the abundance that you deserve, that you rightly deserve, because it is there for you. And something here about speaking truth. I think you've gotten to a place in your life where you're really shutting down, almost sulking. You've closed off because you're sick of trying, but you're being called here to speak out, speak your truth, not in in an aggressive manner, but really just saying it out how it is. Really speaking out anything that you've been harboring for a while. There's an indication that someone in your life is wielding some control and limiting your options, and that's playing a big role here in you kind of shutting off and packing it in. It's like you've been oppressed in a way, or living under some kind of controlling figure. It might be an ex, or it might be a boss, but someone in your life has been wielding some control or something over you that's been limiting you and your options. And I think there's an opportunity here for you to speak out now, and cut yourself off from that, or release yourself from that. But it's going to take you to snap out of this kind of sulky mood. You know, you need to stand up and speak your truth, and get a new perspective on this. Take some time away, you know, clear yourself from this wall that you've built. Release yourself from this wall that you've built up around you, and take stock, take new perspective on this situation that you've been living under, and clear your mood in a way. There's a real sense of cutting through this I keep wanting to say sulkiness, you know. Garner your strength to speak out against, whatever it is that has got you feeling closed off and shut down. And I think find some energy again. You've really lost energy. You've been drained of energy, I think. But there is sort of like a second wind available to you if you, find the strength to speak your truth and cut yourself off from this person or situation. Cut ties is what I see here from this oppressive situation that is, preventing you from moving forward and getting what it is you want. There's not much more I can get from this. I think you're going to know who and what this situation is, and this kind of period of isolation that we're all experiencing now is a good time for you to, as I said, take stock, get a new perspective, and find your voice so that you come out of this with that second wind, that energy, and that sense of abundance that you're looking for. I feel like life will start flowing again when you find that within yourself, when you when you look at the abundance that you have, and everything that you've got to give again. It's time to give. I think you've got the energy to give.